Good evening, everyone, and welcome to True Crime Voice for the Voiceless. Hi, I wanted to come on tonight and discuss the Sarah Boone sentencing that happened earlier today. Please let me know in the comments below what you think about the sentencing. Now let's get to it. Today was Sarah Boone's sentencing with Judge Michael Kranick. Now, in this courtroom, it was really interesting because there were some jurors in the court to watch the sentencing. Now, Sarah Boone was facing a minimum of 22 and a half years in prison to a maximum life sentence. Now, the trial started, the sentencing started, where the judge denied the motion for a new trial. They started off with witness impact statements. The first victim impact statement was George's mother, Bianca Torres. She stated she did not hate Sarah for what she did. She also explained how she felt with the memories of the authorities showing up at her home and informing her that George had passed away. She stated she cannot sleep at night. She stated she also catches herself standing at the window, looking out and waiting for George to show up.
But now it's like something real. Love is missing. Sometimes when I look out the window, I'm waiting for him to come and say, "Mom, I love you."
She mentioned that this is a total nightmare and that she's not sure she's going to be able to get past this. Now, the second victim impact statement was Victoria Torres, which is George's sister. She stated that she hopes Sarah rots in jail, that Sarah has given them a lifetime of pain, horrific images, and hearing her brother pleading for his life.
Sarah has caused a lifetime of pain, a lifetime of horrible images, a lifetime of hearing my brother George plead for his life. This is just this moment for all of you. For me and my family, it's forever.
That using a suitcase now triggers her. And she also stated that she tries not to close it all the way when she uses a suitcase. Watching these impact statements was extremely hard for me. I cried a lot. And it was interesting because Sarah just sat there with no expression. The third impact statement was from Anna Torres. It was George's daughter. She spoke of the impact that it has had on her life and her siblings. Like I said before, it was really hard watching these statements. It was heart-wrenching. Now, the defense had some character statements from two women that were cellmates with Sarah. They spoke that she had spiritual growth, that she helped everybody, that she was such a wonderful person. She was even like a sister to them.
She helps everybody. She's always, I don't know, spirit. She helped me a lot, and she would come to me. She talked to me all the time and pick me up when I was down.
They also had Julie Harper, the psychologist who testified for her in the trial. She spoke in regards to her childhood and of her losing her parents. Now, something really odd happened as well. So apparently Sarah's been talking to someone for about 11 months. So she was on Skype. They had some difficulties, and so they weren't able to see her face, but they let her speak anyways. She stated that her and Sarah have been talking on the phone, writing letters to each other for around 11 months. She went on and on how she's a wonderful person and pretty much is getting a bad rap from the media, the court, and the internet. She had a lot to say about injustice and how poor Sarah was getting a bad rap. It was very hard for me to watch this and listen to these people talk for Sarah, but I know she's entitled, so I did watch and I did listen. But I'm not going to lie, it got under my skin. Now, Sarah got up on the stand and she did make a statement as well. She started off saying that this was a shorter version of what she was going to say, but she'll say the most important parts. And then after that, she's going to apologize to everybody. Now, I thought she was going to get up there and she was going to take accountability and ask for forgiveness, but I was very wrong. She started off saying, I forgive George for. Then she started saying numerous horrific things about George. She said bad things that he allegedly had done. She also added his family in this statement, the media, the internet, saying the media fabricated things. She went on, and quite frankly, she was really getting under my skin.
And now and ongoing, God is, has been, and will always be my artisan. All of my gold is forgiveness. This has held me together, made me shine brighter, and overcome the damage caused by George Torres, the Torres family, the justice system, Orange County Corrections Department, social media, scoundrel detectives, infamy, defamation, ongoing constitutional rights violations, secondary.
I felt really bad for George's family to sit here and have to listen to this. This was totally the opposite of taking accountability for what she had done, asking the court for leniency. She is not sorry for anything that she did. Everything she said was poor me, in my opinion. Did she forget we all seen those horrific videos that she took? It made me sick having to hear her talk and say such horrible things about the family and about everybody. It was everybody's fault. Nothing was her fault. It was the media. It was the internet. It was the court. It was the family. It was George. It was the police officer. I mean, it was everybody. Then at the very end of this, she had the gall to ask forgiveness from his family and from the court. And it didn't even seem heartfelt. It didn't even seem like she really meant it. It was just words. Now, of course, the defense attorney got up and tried to paint her as the victim and that she had remorse. But in my opinion, I call that bull. I don't think she has any remorse. I don't think she's sorry for what she did whatsoever. Now, the judge gave the sentence, but he didn't make a statement, which is very unusual because most judges, they do make a statement. They say, what they think, but he did not. Now, in my opinion, I think that he did not because he didn't want to give her any fuel for an appeal, especially after all the shenanigans she did before and after the trial, and during the trial, excuse me.
The court has had the opportunity to review the evidence and testimony that was presented at trial, the victim impact statements presented here today, the statements of character witnesses, both orally and in writing, Dr. Harper's report and testimony, the defendant's testimony, pre-sentencing investigation, the arguments of the state and the arguments of the defense. The court pronounces sentence as follows. Ms. Boone, the court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections with credit time served that Madam Clerk will provide to you momentarily.
Now in Florida, life is life. She's not getting out. She had no reaction. George's mother was in tears and she was hugging a family member. Now, this was a really, really difficult trial for me. When I did the first video, it was very hard to watch all those things she taped about George. Now, they both were very volatile. They did have a volatile relationship. but this is beyond okay, in my opinion. Now, please let me know in the comments below what you think about the verdict and the sentencing. Do you think that the judge was correct on this? Was the sentence just? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching True Crime, Voice for the Voiceless. And I'll see you next time.